from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
An update on the state of housing in Metro Richmond and a look at the two agreements Henrico County has signed with consulting firms regarding the water crisis. We'll tell you about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Friday, January 24th, 2025. It's brought to you today by DJ's Auto Details.
And now for the news.
Well, the cost of an average home in Metro Richmond has risen by about 40% since 2020, but the annual income needed to purchase it has nearly doubled in that same time. And workers in 4 of the 5 most common jobs in the region don't even make enough on average to afford a typical rental unit. Those findings were released yesterday at the Partnership for Housing Affordability's 2025 State of Housing in the Richmond Region event held at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. The organization concluded that the need for more affordable housing in the region is of critical importance to the future of this area, and businesses should step up to support the construction of more of it. PHA unveiled its corporate playbook for affordable housing, a 5-step plan designed to encourage businesses to take ownership of the issue and help spur enhancements locally. It also presented its 9-point regional housing policy agenda, which outlines other steps that businesses, governments, and other organizations can take to help encourage more affordable housing. Among those, the formation of a $50 million pooled fund using private and philanthropic dollars to seed a regional housing trust fund like the one Henrico County established last year, and also a review of publicly owned properties that could serve as sites for affordable housing construction, either through invitations to developers or leases and land donation. You can read much more from yesterday's event right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. Henrico County will spend about $90,000 for an external report that will analyze the county's response to this month's water crisis and provide it with ideas about how to effectively provide its own water to eastern Henrico in short-term, mid-term, and longer-term scenarios. The county also will spend an as-yet unknown amount for a second outside report related to the crisis. Whitman, Reckard & Associates, LLP, will conduct a 6-week effort, including proposals about how the county can increase water supply and distribution to the county's greater Eubank pressure zone, which serves eastern Henrico. It's also under contract with Aqua Law for the provision of, quote, counseling and representation with respect to water utility matters, end quote. In an agreement letter, WRA suggested that short-term solutions that it will evaluate could include system valving and pipeline improvements to maximize the existing water transmission system, as well as other potential improvements to the county's water treatment facility. Midterm upgrades could include ways to increase available water in eastern Henrico on an interim basis without significant regional transmission main improvements or major pump station upgrades, possibly including improvements to the county's 3 existing wells that could be made to bring them back online. And longer-term options would only be conceptual in nature and would include the extension of a regional water transmission main, something that Henrico Public Utilities Director Bentley Chan told the Citizen earlier this month the county is already planning to do. Well, you can read much more about the agreements right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. State lawmakers are pushing for a groundbreaking pilot program at 8 Virginia schools to transform school discipline by replacing punishment-first approaches with restorative practices aimed at racial disparities and supporting students. The proposed Restorative Schools in Virginia pilot program, sponsored by Delegate Dolores McQuinn, a Democrat who represents part of Richmond and part of Henrico, and Senator Stella Pekarsky, a Democrat from Fairfax, would provide nearly $2 million in grants to develop restorative practices in one school district from each of the state's 8 regions. Those practices would focus on fostering positive relationships, encouraging conflict resolution, and creating supportive environments to reduce racial disparities and lower discipline rates. Well, you can read much more about this plan right now on our website from our partners at Virginia Mercury. And once again, it is Friday. That means you can find our weekend top 5, a list of 5 great things happening around the county today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You'll also want to check out our Restaurant Watch that gives you a complete update on the health inspection reports from some of your favorite establishments. Stay warm this weekend. Have a good one. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by DJ's Auto Details. From gleaming exteriors to pristine interiors, they provide expert care to make your car shine like new. Trust them for quality, convenience, and unbeatable results. You can book today at djsautodetails.com or call them at 804-499-0674.